Okay, it's Sunday, October 17th. This is like 5:30 in the morning on the eastern coast of the United States. I am Tim, your host. Let's do this. One second, let me get some water. Okay. I am not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Let me just get the disclaimer out of the way. So, what's been going on? We have been on a tear with Million Token lately. So zooming out, we were on this channel here. We even broke out of the channel. We're above some moving averages. We couldn't quite break this resistance here at around $18.37. So, we're rolling over and correcting, but we are finding support along this top of the channel here. This run up, I think, probably is most likely tied into the Simba coin news, where if you stake your Million Token, to earn Simba, which you could sell, so you can basically earn Simba for free for staking your Million Token and just sell it. So it's pure profit. Or you could not sell it and use that for governance. So there's a lot of news for that going on today, because today is Sunday, October 17th, and today is the official launch for this. Go to the Discord channel. You'll see your Simba stake here. If you're not already invited, there's links all over Twitter, and I'm sure somebody's going to post a link to it on this tweet here when I tweet it in the future. So, but it's also been posted on my Twitter page. So it's going on today, and they have airdrops all the way up to, I think, the 25th. Again, that information is on my Twitter page as well. But you should also be going to Discord. Because if you go to Discord, you could sign up for these airdrops. You have this up here where it says community distribution. You type in a bot command. You type in, I think it's exclamation point wallet. And here are the instructions right here. Space, put a space, and then your address. It'll check the blockchains. And then I guess you'll get some portion of the share. I think they're airdropping like 3 million Simba coins, I believe. But and then you can do other things too, as far as to get more, like providing liquidity and other stuff. But read all the information on the Discord and Twitter. And I think that's why the Million Token price has been really going crazy. It just started launching just as I'm sure everybody like myself was trying to race to get money into our accounts to buy Million Token, between $12 and $14, and the price just got away from us. So for me, my plan is to, buy the dips. There's maybe a possible support resistance zone right around $16.28. Let's see what type of correction that would be. That would be, that's only like 11%. So, and then we have more support down here at just above $15. Let me take a look at that. So if we go down here, that would be a 17%. But yeah, if we go down here and break out of this channel, that would be bearish. So it's going to be interesting. I prefer to get at least a 30% discount at this point on any future purchases. And if the price just continues to just go up, then I just hodl through it and enjoy the price ride. Because for the people that have been following me for a couple of months now, we've been buying the dips, and we had a good 1 month period of low accumulation down here. So, but if you're dollar cost averaging, that's really the best way to go. Just a little bit every day or a little bit every week. It's really up to you and your finances. So let's take a look at the RSI. We're on the 4-hour chart, and it looks like price ranges are bouncing mainly between 62.4 RSI and the 40. And we just got a bounce here on the RSI, so that could be bullish, but in general, really aren't above these levels for very long. And it'd be interesting what would happen if we had a trend line, something like this. Maybe we might come up and then go down, but I think if we're above this trend line, I'm not buying. Because I'm a hodler. I put in over like $200,000 already into Million Tokens, so I'm good. But if we get lower prices and if it becomes oversold, then I'll step in and buy some. And I could talk a little bit more about that later, but we're still in the technical analysis. And so Yeah, overall, million token is doing so well because if you look at the altcoins in general, like if it goes down like here, Bitcoin's generally outperforming most of the altcoins. So million tokens holding up very good, possibly on the news of today's Simba coin and million token staking stuff. So let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. We were in this channel. Actually, we were in this channel, broke out, but we did retest it here. We've been trading in this channel for a while, broke out and came back down into it. On the 4-hour, we're still above the exponential ribbon, which is always bullish. On-chain analysis is going crazy as far as expecting months of continued bullish action. And on the weekly, let me just pull up the weekly for Bitcoin. We're sky high above the exponential ribbon, right? We're way up here. So we could even come down, 23%, which would take us down to, $46,000. Yeah, it could happen, but we were in this exponential ribbon, broke out, tested it for support, and it feels like, we could launch. I wouldn't be surprised if we do something like, a long stretch like this. And see, that was from October of 2020 to March 21. So yeah, we could have a few months continued growth. That's what I'm hoping, but we're so close to this red band here. That's my only worry. And we're so close to December where people like me will probably need to cash out some crypto for tax reasons, and that can just cause a cascade effect. So there's the on-chain analysis that say long-term bullish price action for Bitcoin all the way through like 2022 or into 2022. And you've got other people saying, December could be a top. And I'll get into that in detail also. So yeah, the altcoins here, we're kind of coming down to lower levels here, just like we did, back here when we had a double peak, right? We could come down no lower to these lower levels that we've tested, all the way here. You got resistance here. We found support back in April. So somewhere around here, we could come down and retest like this low level right here. Looking at Ethereum on the USD, we hit that resistance that I was, expecting. I don't want to buy up here really. We could come back down and go back, retest the exponential ribbon or the bottom of this channel before breaking out, which seems likely to me. If that happens, then, the altcoins will probably come down to this lower levels. It's not that much farther down, but it would make sense. Or we could have that breakout because we, when the green line touched the red line here or almost touched it, it skyrocketed, right? And we are pretty close to that right now. So I'm not touching my altcoins positions. Because when it takes off, right? So let's take a look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We're still above the exponential ribbon. We kind of went into it in a little bit. If we continue to go down into it, again, that would cause the altcoin cycle to dip no lower to test these lower levels. I don't think we're going to go back below like down here at the 0.98. Unlikely in my opinion, but it could happen. And if people get scared and sell their altcoins, or maybe they're selling them now for Bitcoin, trying to get that Bitcoin run up into 65,000, that would be good. But yeah, I didn't do a live stream yesterday. I didn't think it was significant. I do a lot of family stuff on the weekends too, because I work nights and it's time that I spend family during the weekends. But it looks like we're breaking out of this weekly resistance for Bitcoin, and yeah, it's really like once we break. We're basically at blue sky levels now, right? Because once we break 65,000, there's price discovery, and with the supply shock, price is going to increase a lot. Let's take a look at prices. We're looking at around $17.40 on the board for a million token on those three decentralized exchanges. On the news of a possible Bitcoin ETF for futures. You want to stick with like a spot ETF, something that's backed by Bitcoin. And I think Barry from Grayscale is working on that. And he says to stay tuned. So yeah, paper Bitcoin futures, nobody wants that. We want people to buy the actual Bitcoin to, raise the price. And I've discussed about this many times on previous broadcasts and my thoughts on that. So this is Willy Woo. I saw this yesterday. I thought it was really interesting. This is the Bitcoin long-term hodler supply shock. So whenever we reach this gray box here, it seems like we're in pretty much the low of the pricing, like the dips, right? So we hit it here, and we had a continued bull run, and we hit it here, and that was when Bitcoin was like $3,200, I believe, and here and here. And you notice that we're actually at higher levels than we were in the previous three boxes. So this is, he says, a technical name for this chart is 2022 is going to be a good year. So he's talking about months of continued growth here for Bitcoin price. And looking at this chart, I would agree. And then you could also notice that this low here, this peak, this peak here, we had a low of the magenta line at these levels. But when we had this peak here, we had a higher low. So, we could have a double peak in December and dip down to these lower levels. It doesn't have to come back down to these lower levels here. We'll just see how it plays out. But, yep, that was good to know. Thank you, Willie, for that insight. He's got a subscription, too, if you want to buy into that. Look into bitcoin.com is his website, I believe. So here we have Will Clemente, supply shock also. It looks very similar, right? We're above the green line, and when we're in the green line, we're in the dips. So we're technically in a dip now at $60,000 for Bitcoin. So again, same information. And again, more on the SOPR. We have taken a bounce off the SOPR here, just like we did back here. And, we could have continued price growth like we did in the past. So just more different on-chain analysis saying the same thing. And if you want to go more into depth on Will, check out Anthony Pompliano's podcast on YouTube for that. Very popular channel, and Will is a regular guest there. So Tech Dev, I post a lot of his stuff. He is basically warning people like, watch a couple indicators on the 2-week RSI channel. He's saying that, probably in December we'll have a double peak, and then if certain things get flagged on his indicators, he's out. And I would agree with that because, people like have been in the space for a long time. If Bitcoin goes up to $100,000 and it can go much higher, the people that have been in the space for a while, we're going to take profits. Maybe not all of it, but this is what he's kind of going into, or how I interpret it. But you could definitely check out his Twitter and click on all his photos and his descriptions and read all the comments because everybody has good posts on that. So this is the BLX. This is like the history that goes back to 2010 for Bitcoin. And on the RSI, this is the 2-week. So you have to go to your 2-week chart here. We had a double peak here, and we had double peak on the RSI here. And in 2017, at the end, we had a peak here, and we had the bear market for a year. So here's a double peak. He's talking about we peaked out here in January of early this year at like 65,000. Oh no, we didn't actually. It was later, which was an indicator that as the price went up higher and higher. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. The RSI was kind of going down here. It was wedging down, and the price was at the same point was going way up, which is bearish divergence. It was an indicator to probably get out. But on the macro scale, back on the 2-week, zooming out, if this RSI goes up to these levels here and touches that white line, it could be similar to what we had here in 2013. So that has happened in like late 2013, November, December. So we would have some serious price action because we just have a couple months left. And this thing would have to basically go up real fast because here where my cursor is late December 2021, right? So we have to basically do a rocket ship move here just like we did here, right? So if you do a rocket ship, hit these lines, a lot of long-term hodlers will be cashing out, and I'll be cashing out my Bitcoin in dollar cost averaging hopefully by then. Because if the price keeps going up, I still want a dollar cost average out. But I'm going to wait for these high levels on the RSI on the 2-week chart. And then you got the volatility index. Looks like it has the same thing. And the some other chart I found that, it has a similar thing. So that's he's been actually talking about this on his channel for a while now. Let me just go through his 4 pictures here real quick here. So we have December peak, and then he's saying December possible peak. If it goes up too fast, yeah, people are going to be cashing out because of taxes. And then we have 2013. Let's see now, how am I reading this? Yeah, again, he's talking about the 2-week RSI like we did a moment ago, and the RVI. And where he's again thinking about the double peak here on the RSI. Just different charts, 2-week chart, and this is RVI again. Just different color combinations than what I use in my chart. So, yep, definitely go into Discord, put in your wallet addresses for some possible free Simba coins. You have until, I think, let me see now, if I click on this, I think it says October. You have until Monday, October 25th to do this. But, why wait? Just do it now. And then when you put your address in, the bot automatically removes your name and address, so people just don't see it, right? And then now it looks like the bot was updated. So when I did it, you didn't get confirmation. But now it looks like when you do it, your post will be deleted for privacy reasons, and then it will show that your wallet has been successfully added to the community distribution. So I'm hoping I don't have to do it again because I didn't get confirmation because this wasn't available when I did it. So if somebody could post a comment below my video to let other people know that who did this earlier, are we still good, or do we have to do it again for confirmation? Just post that comment down below. Thank you. So so I was on Carl's channel yesterday or Friday. My days are all mixed up now. Big success. I think he had over 50 people chimed in. I think it was a possible new record. Everybody was excited. Called the Big Balls Tim and More Money Missile Show. It was a lot of fun. And I see he's got a lot of good comments here, which are nice. And somebody found a clip of the interview I did with Andre Geek by Greg here on his channel. He was doing a reaction video. So the link here is here at the bottom of the comments for Missile TV on YouTube. And it's good that somebody had done this because the videos were pulled, and I never saved the original one that Andre had posted. So if you want to reminisce and watch this, you can. That's me there sitting there. I think we had just a couple of minutes. We had spoken for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, but he had to edit it out, and the interview was kind of choppy because of the editing. But I was just trying to be a good spokesperson for the community at that way early on, in like mid-July, I think we did this. And so it's been blowing up on Twitter, right? If you go to Twitter, people have been posting links to it. It's on Discord too, so it's really easy to find. And let's see now. Yeah, I'm on Twitter here at Tim_MM_Hodler. And because of the exposure, people didn't even, I was surprised people didn't know I was the actual guy, the Tim that was in Andre's video, because I mentioned it a few times in my YouTube videos, and that was my first tweet when I created that Twitter page. And I guess people kind of forgot about it. But, I didn't want to make my name because I didn't want to piggyback my name off of Andre's. I just wanted to do the work on charting and posting on Twitter and be known for that. But I am that guy. And because of the exposure on Missile's podcast, I had a couple more people make offers on this NFT or message me. But you have to hold Bitcoin and not sell since August 6th, I think is the rule. And I'll use discretionary. Like I've seen somebody sent me recently an address, and he hodled it on his Ethereum blockchain. But I noticed he was buying and selling on Polygon. So I was thinking, even though he's not the ultimate hodler like me, because I haven't sold anything, I could see how in his mind, his hodl bag is on the Ethereum blockchain, but that same ETH address on the Polygon network is maybe his trading bag. But in the spirit of the hodl, he in my mind he got it. But I've got one address here. If you're this address, there were a couple cells, so you can't. I can't unless I missed something. I don't think he was on the Pancake Swap or the Polygon. But message me if this is you and you think you deserve it. But when I clicked on it, I saw the first thing I saw was some cells. But yeah, we got 18 owners now, so good. I think last time we only had like 15 or 16 owners. So this is going to be the ultimate rare NFT to own because you can't buy it; you have to earn it, and it's really the only one I have to earn until I come up with something else in the future. But yeah, I've got some other NFTs I just kind of put out there. If you, where is it? If I go click here. If you can't get this NFT, I made 10 others and at various price levels, just as collector items. Don't think of it as an investment. So it's taking too long to load, so I'm going to close that out. I don't think I need to look at my Twitter page. So Crypto.com, I got wired some money to my exchange, and I got my Crypto.com on my phone, which I think I'm limited to, right? I can't use Crypto.com on a PC. I don't believe, which is unfortunate because I like using PC. So when you set it up, if you don't already have, like I use white listing address book on Coinbase, so I have to wait 48 hours before I could like move money to Crypto.com. But I think right now it's down to like 7 or 6 or 5 hours. So this afternoon, what I'm going to try to do is send some either Matic or USDC to my Crypto.com wallet. And I'm going to try to send that to my Polygon addresses to avoid the bridge fees. And then I'll tell you how that works out when I'm able to do it. But right now I am waiting. So this is kind of interesting. If you go to your puzzle piece here and you click manage extensions, this kind of comes up. I usually have my MetaMask turned off when I'm not using it, right? Especially if your computer's on all the time. So if you turn it on, your MetaMask shows up. You have to put your password in. So as a security feature, like if this wasn't here, when you're done with your MetaMask, you just go to the puzzle piece looking thing here, click manage extensions, and I just turn mine off. And the MetaMask is away. So for security reasons, it's just good practice. It's just to disable MetaMask when you're not using it. I think that is most of the news that I could find. And yeah, I can go into chat real quick. I know we don't have a lot of people here because it's so early in the morning, but crypto never sleeps. I got up at 4 a.m. to do the wire to try to transfer the ERC20 tokens to Crypto.com, but I didn't realize I had to wait another 5 hours. But I got up early because the gas fees on the Ethereum blockchain are cheaper at night. So Rewired says, I will let you find out today and let you know. Thank you. That's be appreciative on that. And yeah, I think that's going to be it today. It was good to squeak out a live stream while it's quiet, and the sun's not even up yet where I'm at. Okay, everybody have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.